How can you control diabetes? So when we talk about carbohydrates, we all know that cereals as a fruit give us more benefits than having as juices. You cannot replace any meal with fruits. Protein is a very important part of our diet. The benefits of protein. Namaste, I am Hema Arvind. I head the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics at Ramaiah Memorial Hospital. Welcome back. Today in a series of diabetes and diet, I'll be talking to you about snacks. So snacks is something again, which all of us are interested, because the moment we are hungry, we don't know what to eat. So I'm just going to give you an insight into what all you can have. So I have shown you here some biscuits. So normally, all diabetics feel that Marie biscuits are free food. We can eat as much as we want. So every time they are having tea, they'll be having 3 or 4 Marie biscuits. It's not like that. So just see, we have shown you 3 Marie biscuits are giving you about 65 calories and 2 digestive biscuits are giving you 65 calories. That means you can have only that much in a day. Then this I have shown you a sandwich, which is 1.5 slice of wheat bread. If you are using with, see in this they have cut the corners, which should not be so. So if you are having it a whole slice, then 2 slices of wheat bread you can have, not the brown bread but wheat bread with some stuffing. In this we have put paneer, which is a protein. Then this is some salad which has got some peanuts and cucumber. Again, peanuts give you good calories and proteins, and then also they give you satiety, but then again in a limited quantity. This we have shown a big portion. You can have this much of portion if you are having peanut and cucumber salad. And this is the the famous bhel puri or churmure, which we all like to have. So in this, instead of adding save, we have made it healthy by using some sprouts, some cucumber, tomato. So in this way it gives you satiety, as well as you are including some fiber in the form of vegetable and fruit. So these are some things which for a child, if it's a juvenile diabetic, I'm sure you all know that diabetes can affect any age group. So if it's a young child or somebody going to the college, these are the things you can give it to them for the short break, or if they, as soon as they come back home. One more advantage is that churmure, or the puffed rice, or makhana, as nowadays everybody is into makhana. As they are very lightweight, even if I say have 20 grams, it gives a good amount, and they give you satiety because they are fiber. So rather than going for, always understand, friends, that whatever has fiber, whether it's a fruit, vegetable, or any snacks that we eat, that always gives us satiety. Satiety means we feel satisfied and we don't want to eat more. So that's why we always say all the 5 white poisons which we talk about are refined. Like it could be white flour or maida, it could be butter, which is again fat, saturated fat, it could be sugar, which is empty calories, and anyway diabetics should not be having sugar. It could be salt. All this also sometimes we are using only for the tongue. Always understand, and I hope you will agree, that what the tongue likes is not good for health, and what is good for health, the tongue will not like. So these are the options you can have. You can also have sprouts again. If you have not had sprouts in the morning or with your lunch, you can carry some sprouts with you, or as soon as you come back, this is for the mothers or whoever is taking care of the diet of the diabetic patient. You can keep this ready, and some of them are not difficult to make, right? Most of them what we have shown are not difficult to make. So it could be made. Sometimes even churmure, the dry one, can be made and kept once a week. And as and when you want to eat, you can add some sprouts to it, you can add some vegetables to it, garnish it with some seeds if you want, or you can add some coriander leaves to make it interesting. Sometimes even a dash of lemon, which is vitamin C, can give it a taste. So even if you are not adding too much of salt or spice, you would like to have it. So these are some easy to do recipes or snacks that you can have. Otherwise, if there's nothing at home and either your husband or your child or somebody is going to come home from work or college and you have not made anything, what you can do is, if there's a chapati lying at home, you can just make a roll. You can either you put some egg into it or an omelette as a roll, or if you have paneer, you can just saute the paneer with some vegetables and make a roll. And roll is something easy to eat and many like it also. So rather than making elaborate things, or usually what will happen, even if it's me, I go home and I'm hungry, there's no time, I have to make something or nothing is there, what I'll do, I'll order something, or if I know there are biscuits lying at home, I'll eat that. And understand, biscuits like the cream biscuits, the glucose biscuits are again maida and satiety is very high. I can have 5 to 6 glucose biscuits with my cup of tea without realizing that. Whereas if it's Marie biscuit or digestive, I will have either 2 of each or maximum 3. So this is what I mean by refined. In glucose you have maida, so there is no satiety at all. Same goes with white bread, because you find a lot of bakeries here and they are making different. They will make milk bread, they'll make sweet bread, they'll make fruit bread, normal plain bread, normal white bread. These are all maida and not giving you satiety. So I'm sure you'll agree with me, if it's white bread and I want to have it with my tea, coffee or milk, I may have 3 to 4 slices, which we should not be. If it's wheat bread, we will have maximum 1 or 2 slices. So this is just an insight into what is fiber, why fiber is good for us, and why we should always opt for fiber in our diet. One more thing I was reading the other day, that when we talk about diet, the first thing which comes to everyone's mind when you say diet is, I have become a patient, I am going to eat food which is not tasty. We do not think, that's what I said, tongue. So we think it is not good for the tongue, it's not good for us. No, it is healthy for you. And also mindful eating. That means when you are eating and you have knowledge, that's why indeed the last E is education. The more a diabetic reads and understands about his problem, about his condition, and they are able to deal better with it. So always keep in mind, indeed self-help is the best for a diabetic. Be mindful. In the morning only you can say, okay, when I'm in the evening I'm going to be hungry, let me keep some sprouts aside, or let me soak some peanuts. There's cucumber in my fridge, there's tomato, I'll make a peanut and cucumber salad and have it. Just give yourself 5 to 10 minutes and something healthy is ready, rather than not wait for that 10 minutes and grab whatever comes you, or on the way stop your vehicle and pack something from McDonald's, or pack something from your local bakery. So mindful eating, always think what is good for you. I am not saying that you should not eat these kind of foods, but do not do it on a regular basis. Let it be as a holiday thing or a cheat meal rather than doing it on a regular basis. I hope you all are clear about it. Thank you.